Show we on. What's going on, people? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Christopher Barris, man right here, Jamaal Williams. First of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, having questions, concerns, comments, all that wonderful stuff. I thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I mean? So we just go dive straight in. So my phone's been buzzing all week about these relationships, man. I guess I've been saying some things, and I don't know. Uh, you know, a lot of questions. I'm catching some heat a little bit. But I'm equipped for that. I'm ready. You know,
You heat proof.
yeah, y'all got to come with some real valid reasons for my mind to change about this jacket. You know,
When me and Crew, when we talking, it's like
Hey,
mostly
I'm
heat.
still seeing the intro video. Oh, never mind.
Mostly heat.
mostly heat. And trying to prove a point, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool and all. That's cool. Like, ladies, I love y'all. I got to say that. I love y'all. And I'm just saying that, unfortunately, some of the women are representing you guys a little silly, and that's why the jacket belongs to y'all. You know what I mean? My mind hasn't been changed, even though my homeboy did give me a great, valid point, and it was a huge punch where it was like, whoa, okay, I never thought about it that way. But we got some stuff that we'll discuss a little later, and that's why the jacket remains on that side. You know what I mean? So, uh, anything you want to add to the relationship? Do you feel that the jacket still belongs to them?
I never said which way the jacket should be in the first place.
So that's the safest answer, but I'm listening.
I'm not
Up.
trying to be safe. It's just that it's still wandering around in my head. Off top, I feel like I disagree with you. It's on the men gotta wear the jacket.
Okay.
But yeah, there are things that happen that I'm like, sheesh.
It. Furthermore, ladies, I don't want you guys to think that I'm bashing or anything like that, because I'm not. It's all funny games at the end of the day. To be honest, but there's just things that I just see on a regular basis, and maybe social media does have a influence on that, but I can only go by what I see. I don't listen to what people tell me. I go by what they do. And the women, no, guys be doing stuff too. So I'm not even gonna sit up here and discredit us, because we could lead the parade with some silliness, but I don't know, when we really be leading the parade. Here come y'all with the blowtorch or the torch, and y'all want to lead that race. So I don't know, ladies. I don't know. Keep calling my phone. I want to have these discussions.
I'm gonna stay neutral on it right now.
I'm mildly neutral, but I don't know. My mind can't be changed. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why I'm getting the
I
heat.
mean, we got a topic right now that might change your mind.
Okay.
It might push the jacket, I think, to one side.
Okay. Well, share with me. What's the topic? Let's discuss, ladies. What's going on? So, what's the topic of conversation right now?
We're gonna talk about Drake.
Okay, Drizzy. Okay.
So I'll give you the rundown.
Okay, because I'm a little. I know Drake. I know his music and stuff. I'm mildly a fan. Won't lie, but I don't follow him that much. So what's going on with Drake? What's the news? What's the 411?
All right, so Drake. Basically, him and this girl hooked up, as she tells it.
Okay.
While they're hooking up, things happen. He climaxes into the condom.
Okay.
Goes into the bathroom, puts hot sauce into the condom to kill the sperm.
Okay. I can dig it. Okay.
Wraps it up, throws it in the trash can. Right, so he's done with the bathroom time. She goes into the bathroom. You see where it's going. She takes
my eyebrow raised on this one, because now I'm like, okay. So, okay, I'm listening. Let me get all the details before I add my 2 cents.
All right, so
So she goes to the
She
bathroom.
goes into the bathroom, gets the condom, takes the contents of the condom, and inserts it into herself. There's a loud scream in the bathroom. Drake busts into the door. It's like, what happened? And so she tells him what she did, and he's like, yeah, I put hot sauce in the condom. That's
The screen is out. I can't see you guys.
Okay. I'm assuming this hot sauce has some type of color. Most hot sauces is red, green. So
But you said most hot sauces are red and green.
I don't really. I want.
I don't think the girl was looking to. I don't think she was examining the package that closely. I think she had something going on. She had a plan. She executed the plan. It just had some flaws.
I'm like.
I think she made some misjudgments. They're calculating the plan.
How many misjudgments?
It's not that she made misjudgments. I think Drake covered himself. He backed himself up. He knew what the goings on was, and had the little hot sauce package ready.
The part that I have, the issue that I have with this is that why do being in that type of stature have to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that right there is just never mind all of that. Because I just my mind is still fixated on that you were here to execute a plan, which was totally fine, but you didn't look. Like I'm having a really, really difficult time trying to see that you ignored something green possibly or red possibly that came out of a human being. Anything green or red is not good at all. And you went further to insert this in you, and then you burnt yourself literally. And then Drake was nice. I'm sure he came in and tried to do some aid and then shared that with her. Please tell me that was all that happened. Is there more to this story?
I'm gonna read the story.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. All right.
All right. So a model may be filing a lawsuit.
Wait. Let's press pause. Let's press pause right there. Hold on. I don't need to hear anything else. Not to cut you off. So you telling me, with all of this stuff that you just stated, that he put. First of all, you had foul intentions, and they backfired. Like you got burned.
She had foul intentions.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and you got burned, literally.
Literally burned.
And he explained what happened, and this is why you got burned. Okay, and now you want to go a step further, and now there's a lawsuit. So why?
Well, she's filing the lawsuit. It's her lawsuit against him. She's like, she was trying to get the bag, and Drake had a better chess move, blocked her from getting the bag. So she's still on bag mode. She go get the bag whether she get the baby or the settlement.
I'm fixing my glasses. I'm gonna stare directly into this camera right here in front of me, ladies. You officially wear that jacket for 3 weeks or longer, and my mind ain't changing on this one. Y'all can buzz my phone all week. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not changing my mind on this one because that right there.
Let me read the article.
Okay, all right, let's read the article.
Because I know you ready. All right, headline: Model says Drake puts hot sauce in condoms to kill sperm and not get trapped. Which sounds like a good idea. I don't know. Maybe Drake invented something. I didn't even know. I wouldn't even think that would work to try it.
Not to cut you off again. On the unfortunate part for Drake, he got to walk around with some Red Rooster in his pocket all the time. Like, look at what he has to do. Like, if that bottle breaks inside his pocket from getting up, sitting down, like you know what I mean, like this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry. No more interruptions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, so a model may be filing a lawsuit against Drake after things got a little too spicy in the bedroom. I don't like how the news makes a little witty pun again, with that. Like, I don't feel like that's the purpose.
The spiciness didn't happen in the bedroom. The spiciness happened in the bathroom. So it should say that it was a little bit of spicy that happened in the bathroom. Okay, I'm listening.
All right, so the Instagram model, whose name wasn't revealed, said that she had consensual intercourse with Drizzy. They say Drizzy a few weeks ago, and when she tried to trap him, things went left. That's not a joke. Okay, they just went left. After they finished having intercourse, Drake went into the bathroom and disposed of the condom. The model then went into the bathroom and tried to impregnate herself with the sperm in the condom. So they just say it outright. She tried to go into the bathroom and put the wiggly diggly.
So how do you renege and then try to file for money on a renege?
You know what? I have a feeling if I breeze this article, that's not going to be in there about what her This is straight up, yo. She's giving you the whole layout. She slept with Drake. Oh. Obviously, her intentions for sleeping with Drake was to get impregnated by Drake because Drake has money.
Of course.
And then she'd have a baby. She'd be set for the next
18 years.
Plus college. And that was her whole mission. And since Drake came in with the he blocked the okie doke.
Then
now she plan B.
So it's like a double win. Like if she's successful on this, entertainers that are males are going to be in trouble all the way.
We've seen they've been in trouble. Like this isn't the first time. This is the first time we heard of somebody not getting busted, and it's a story and it's entertaining because it has a swerve. It has an M. Night Shyamalan ending, so it's like that.
I'm like the. I'm lost for words. I have plenty of words, but on this platform I can't display that. But I wish that this platform, it'll be big one day. Trust me on that. But I wish it was big now, that it would get to Drake, and I would tell him. When I tell him, struggle stream is part of the growing. Like I like that though. To be honest with you, that shows realism. You know what I mean? But I wish Drake would don't put her name in a song. Please, do a live and tag us in it so we can see who this person is. This.
That's not how Drake moves. I don't think he'll do anything like that. I would like to see it play out too, but. Man, I think.
So, did it say how much she's suing for?
Oh, no, it didn't.
Okay.
It might have, but I haven't read through the article. I just read it as much as that, and I breezed through it earlier. So, it got to be some M's though. Like you're not gonna sue. You wanted the M package, so you're not gonna sue for $250,000 or anything.
Yeah, I mean, you want to.
I feel like it's gonna be 10. Maybe we'll.
That's sweet. I want to know the lawyer. I want to know the lawyer that's taking that up.
Anybody, because she might win,
or it might settle out. Damn! Wow.
I mean, it's legal that if it's legal for women to go get the contents of a sperm and impregnate themselves with it. Because, I think in most states, I'm not a lawyer.
How is that?
I did read this when I was reading this story that in at least some states, it's legal to go get the contents of the condom and impregnate yourself. There's nothing that the man can do about that because his consent is consent to impregnate you, which I understand. I understand because that is the purpose of sex. It's not like you don't know. But the weird part is the condom's supposed to prevent pregnancy.
It's on the package.
It's on the package. It gives you a percentage.
And you're using it. Yeah, you're using it. That's why I'm listening to
It's
him.
not 100%, but it gives you a percentage. It says if you use this correctly, you got like, above 90s. I think it's like 99. It's high, but it's not perfect. No, I don't think condoms are that high. But anyway, I don't have that in front of me either. But I do understand that if you are having sex with a woman, you should assume that there's a chance she should get pregnant. It's different that she puts the contents in herself outside of the actual sexual relationship.
But okay. Because I want to.
The more I'm talking about this, the crazier it sounds.
Because I want to be really, really, really technical about this.
Yeah.
So, to get pregnant naturally is
the birds and the bees.
the birds and the bees. Yeah, the birds and the bees. This, that. Right, I'm trying to keep you PG here, so we know that. So once that is over, and the two parties are separated, literally.
That reminds me of Stuck Dog.
So like she's in the room and he's in the bathroom. So that means that the sexual contact is over.
It's over.
So it's not.
You're disposing of the remnants of it.
Yes.
The biological ingredients that.
Yes. So that's not sex. I could see.
No, well, yeah. Then you didn't finish the story. Then she takes those contents and impregnates herself with them.
And you telling me that that's mildly legal in some states? Yeah. Y'all can see my face.
Not only is it legal, but if it happens and you fail, you can sue somebody for preventing you from succeeding. Like, I don't think she's gonna win this. I don't know.
The point.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think. I think a judge will look at it and be like,
the point that I'm really stuck on is that you get the opportunity to still try to pursue some type of finance. like, let's say Drake says, you know what, I don't have time for this. I don't have what she probably will do. You know what? Let's just settle it out. And then if he settles out, it's still a win-win. She still won something. And then we're going to talk about money. That's the next subject. And then if she does some of my little stuff that I'm talking about, I'm like, you can be profitable still and still create a life without pushing out a life. So it's like
Oh, you mean like they actually try to do something?
What? What? No, what I'm saying.
What you're suggesting is that instead of trying to get pregnant by a famous rapper, that you actually try to do something.
So it's just like, well, I can't get pregnant this way, so then because I can't renege this way, so I'm gonna do a double renege, and then I'm gonna file for a lawsuit.
I'm sliding over to they wearing a jacket too now.
3 weeks, lady.
We having a ridiculous conversation. I don't even know where it's
I
going.
mean, we spent 20 minutes on this.
The more we talk about it, the more now we're talking about people should try and make a living for themselves. That's where we're settling.
I'm so glad that I am not in that predicament. Like that's ladies, come on, ladies, come on. And I'm not putting y'all all in a group together, but come on. I don't know about that. If this is legal in some states, this means this is often. This means this is a relevant thing that happened. The reason why this is happening because of the hot sauce. That you literally got burned. Literally. And you didn't bother to check to see if it was green.
I want to know, like, did he, like, search, like, Google, does hot sauce kill sperm? And then,
I mean,
indeed, hot sauce kills sperm. And
like anything like this added to it could disrupt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
give me your nursing feelings about this. I know you don't have a biology degree.
I'm gonna say that, ladies, anything red and green coming, if it's red and green and it's came out of anybody's body, especially down there, please don't insert.
I'm coming from the place where she did not pay attention to the color of the thing, because there's no way or maybe like it was just a drop of hot sauce and it mixed in. But if it was like pink contents or red contents, or maybe the condom was colored. Maybe it was red. Maybe the condom was red. Maybe Drake is that prepared. He like, I only use red condoms because I put hot sauce in them after I'm finished. I wouldn't be surprised at this point because he was well prepared enough to come up with this plan.
This is. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because we could talk about this for 4 hours. Like, this is ridiculousness. I don't even know if that's a word that I just used, but this is ridiculous. Like this has to end. And then you know what? No, I don't want to say this. I want them to wear the jacket because dang, it goes back to what my boy just said. It just hit me in the head. I go, no.
What?
We might have to wear this jacket.
How did you just had a conversation in your head that was
This might.
after we just had this whole hot sauce in the condom conversation, we can't give them the jacket for a week.
Yes, we can. So ignore what I just thought. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. So I want to talk about money.
No. Before that.
Okay.
I was searching the internet this week.
Okay.
As I do most weeks.
Okay.
And I came across a little thing on Instagram.
So look.
And so I want you to describe this thing. And so here we go.
So look. So look. I'm trying not to really laugh.
All right, so you posted this on Instagram, right?
Yes.
So what I see is like a woman who has a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she's going to, he or she can't tell if the baby's a boy or girl.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to visit one of her grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's grandparents, great grandparents, older relative, and they've covered this dude up like Bubble Boy. He looked like a cheap Dr. Freeze cosplay, right? And so you decided to comment on this video. What were your thoughts? What are you saying right now?
So what it right there, or what you guys see, I did appreciate the creativity, but then the whole shebang is salvage because the person that is handling him and the baby not only is not covered themselves, they don't even have a mask on. So it's like all of this plastic creativity and duct tape. I'm like, it was swamp. It was no good.
It is like, look, this person, he just touching.
I'm like this. I'm like this. Look. If I gotta wear all that,
all right, they are touching.
If I gotta wear all that, don't come see me. If this is where we come into people, then don't come see me. We don't want to see each other. I don't want to see you. If I have to put on all of that silliness, and then nobody talked about the kid in danger. That's that type of plastic when it bends and crinkles. That stuff cuts you. Like this is not like grocery store bag plastic. This is like plastic that be like on the Audis. You know, this is weather plastic. This is plastic that can handle rain, terrain, wind. Like if you had a broken window in your house, you can put that type of plastic with duct tape. Ain't nothing getting through.
You can't sit on that couch.
That's
Couches used to be covered in bulletproof plastic, and you still couldn't sit on them. Y'all remember that? Anyway. That didn't make sense, though. Wait. Comment.
We got some comments.
Waiting for Drake's new line of hot sauce to drop.
Yes, please, Drake.
Drop a new line of hot sauce
to
compete with Megan Thee Stallion's hottie sauce. Like Drake's hot sauce should be like hot sauce bling, and then it competes. And then it competes with Megan Thee Stallion's hottie sauce.
So yeah. I would just say, you know what? Just like, man, like this is my new hot sauce. Is killing it. You know what I mean? Like kills everything, bacteria. You know, sperm. It'll kill you if you won't handle it correctly. Just don't sue. Like he need to put a warning label on it.
All right. So you wanted to talk to us about money. Why do you feel like we need to know about money? Is it because we broke? You tired of us living dusty? You're like, y'all gotta stop living dusty. I need to help you out.
So okay, so I ask you this question: like, how much do you love money?
I love it. I love money.
Like, you don't have to put it on a scale. Like, you love to have money. I'm assuming.
Yes.
So I'm assuming also that like you're probably like you could go on your app. You just want to, and then you see a nice cushion, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you just randomly check your bank account.
Or even you spend $10, but then you go and you check your bank account just to see that $10 just came out and
yeah, I have that OCD.
Yeah,
I think is that like regular? Like you
maybe
you
for
check
men.
your bank account every day to see all the subscriptions.
People comment on that. Is that regular? Like because I know I do that. I check my account all the time during transactions and things like that.
$14.99. You go, what is that? Yeah.
So we do agree that we do love money. Like this is what I want. I want to make a new trend here.
I was gonna fight you about the terminology, but it's semantics. So go ahead.
I want to make a new trend here. Like, is it fair to say that I want my friends and family and friends, they're both the same to me in the same sentence. I want them to be thousandaires.
Millionaires.
No, look. That's
millionaires.
I'm going to say. Okay, I'm like, listen.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to say why.
Okay.
In this economical, financial, corporate America thing, like everyone can't be a millionaire. Like let's be honest.
But more people can be millionaires.
That's true. More can, but everyone can't. It's just like you can have a bunch of Indian chiefs, but you need some Indians. So some people are
But
going.
I don't want it like. See, what I'm thinking is, what you said is, you want the people you know to be millionaires.
Well, I feel like sharing this information, what I'll share with you guys later on. I feel like that this will create the opportunity to be thousandaires. Like,
okay, I see what you said.
So my thing is this, like,
you taking baby steps.
Yeah, you got to take baby steps because you know what? When people look at seminars and do things and look at things about making money, it's like straight to the top. It doesn't talk about the middle. It doesn't talk about the little part. You know what I mean? And so when people go into it, they go into it wholeheartedly.
Get money fast type of
exactly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you will not be a millionaire.
Yeah.
But you can be.
I don't think there's a fast way to millionaire.
No.
Unless you're like born there. That's the fastest way.
Yeah, that. But you can be a great thousandaire because remember we talked about success and things like that. So my thing is, it's like, so are you unsuccessful if your bank account touched $275,000 in 3 years? Is that unsuccess?
No, I wouldn't call it unsuccess.
Okay, because I think that if your bank account touched over $200,000 in a 3 year span, I think that you're successful.
Yeah.
I think that you're living comfortable. You're living in your means.
Especially if you're doing that by yourself.
Because if you divide that up into 3, that's over $70,000. I'm talking about money taking home.
Yeah.
So your gross might be more, but if your bank account touched, meaning that was taxable, blah blah blah, this is what you took home. If your bank account touched over $200,000 in a 3 year span, I think you're pretty successful.
Okay.
Because
I agree with you. Go ahead.
Because in a 6 year span or in a 10 year span, you flirting with $1 million.
Okay.
You didn't get it at one lump sum, but your hands and your account touched almost $1 million.
All right, but that amount you said still isn't most people. It's like that amount is still.
Well, see, that's the thing that mildly frustrates me because like money is money. Like, have you ever touched $10,000 cash in your hand? I'm sure you have. I have. So, how many people haven't?
I did it on purpose too.
Yeah, like how many people haven't? Yeah, like how many people like if you go outside, we go outside one day. We may do that one day on the episode. And just ask people, hey, have you ever physically touched $10,000 of your money? When I mean your money, I mean that you didn't do nothing silly. You didn't do any creativity to get it. Like this was like legit. Like you don't have no FBI's coming at your door
No
looking for
PPP
you.
loans.
Yeah, exactly. Like this was legit. Like money. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting to see who disappearing off my Facebook feed. Like I just be like scrolling, like who's not here that was here last year.
It's gonna happen.
Who secretly in federal prison.
So that's why I'm saying, like with my friends and family, because they're dear to me, I would want them to be great thousandaires. And when I mean like thousandaires, you know what I mean? Like, hey, people 70,000 plus. I want that for my family and my friends. Like, if everybody could get 70,000 plus, like, I feel like that they're winning. I feel like that you should have a house. I feel like you should have a car reliable. I feel like you should be eating some decent food, being healthy. You could drink some clean water. Kids should be cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm, I'm serious. Like, and like if we could get that million, cause my mom probably disagreeing with me right now. Cause my mom was like, "No, million, man, Chris," But
I'm thinking like your mom. I'm gonna put her up, yeah.
Like
your mom said, no. The goal should be to reach 1,000 in your bank account that you can set aside and not touch. Oh, that's 1,000.
Okay, so I'm about to piggyback on that, and she is absolutely true. If you do that by January 1st of every year, you are 10% nationwide.
All right, go ahead.
She looked it up. You are in the 10%. Yeah, you are in the 10% nationwide that has $1,000 accessible to you by January 1st. And the reason she told me that, and she looked it up and things
like. What does that mean? Like $1,000, no debt, or just
just that
just
you
having $1,000 in your bank account.
Like, cause how many
after you pay bills?
How many people have $1,000 New Year's Day? Because mind you, we got Christmas, New Year's Eve, etc. My daughter's birthday is on New Year's Eve, so I'm getting hit a lot of different angles. And most
I skipped Christmas this year. It was the best thing.
Like, and that's the thing where it's like when you go into that, I'll be honest with you, not to put too much TMI. Like I started doing that, and every single year I've been plus. This year alone, I had $6,000.
So you're saying you set a goal just to have $1,000 in your bank account?
I set a goal. I set the goal the first time, and what ended up happening that it became infectious where I was like, I want to do more. So I want to do more. And I pushed myself because I had great momentum. Like it felt good to just look at my account and I saw that, and everything was in the green. Rent was paid, car notes, this, everything was in the green, and it was like I actually when I had $1,200, and I was like, wow. And I actually felt good. I actually felt accomplished. You know what I mean? And since then, I did that 3-4 years ago. Every single year, I've actually had more money every single year. Like I said, this year I had $6,000.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? And it's like it built momentum. And so, like, how do you get to that point? See, some people don't know how to
get to that mentality.
Yeah, and the steps that I have can motivate and help people in a realistic standpoint.
I don't know. I think what clicked it for me is I used to be like a debt person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like one of the people who like thought that building my credit score was more important than having money.
My
like,
mom's she gonna love you for that because me and her debate on that one now. But but it's a good thing. But I even talk about that in one of my things because people need to realize and recognize that debt and money is two different things.
Yeah.
Because see, most people think that credit and money is two different things.
The way people buy houses, like they'll buy homes as an investment, but they'll live in them, but they owe basically all the money on the home,
mm-hmm.
and plus interest, and
mm-hmm.
interest is good. Like the way people think about homes doesn't make sense to me anymore. But I used to think about it that way
mm-hmm.
because the way people think about homes is our set falling apart. The way people think about homes is the way that people think about debt.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that it's something that you're using to build up something that you can do later.
Credit.
It's not necessarily anything specific. Like most people think it's a home. Like they'll buy a car so they can get a home later.
And yet hustling backwards. Like credit is only designed to buy something that's going to be profitable for you.
Mhm.
So a home is profitable for you because how does a home make you money? When you pay into it, it creates equity.
Yeah.
So that becomes lucrative for you. So you gotta establish good credit to buy something for you. Like a car depreciates as soon as you drive off the lot. If that car was $30,000, the minute you hopped in and you drove 1 mile, that car went from new to used. So you already lost $7,000 on the car. You could try to turn it back to them 1 hour later. They'll give you your money back minus $7,000 because the car is now used.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that's when that clicked on for me. I think when I started, well, you asked, do I love money? I think when I started liking money more than credit, and that means what we just explained. When I started liking money more than credit, I started wanting money more than credit. So then I started, I was like, I'm giving this to these people. I owe these people this, and I stopped wanting to owe people things.
Yeah, well, you wanted to be the bank. That's why some of the things that I'm going to share later, we need to start being the bank. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, wouldn't it be great?
Our own banks?
You be the bank yourself. So if you're saving, let's say you got, we both agree that we had 10 grand at one point. You might still do, I don't. But, so just imagine if a business opportunity came up where you was like, let's say a liquor store. Say a liquor store came up and somebody was selling it, and they're selling for $8,000, and it has everything inside. So the store is ready to go. You don't have to go to the bank. You go to your account, and you just pay for it, and then you can make your money back because you're gonna hustle and bustle and do what you got to do to get the money. So you cut the bank out. Credit is the bank. And the bank is going to control how you're going to spend their money. See, it's not your money. And people need to realize that too, especially blacks. You know what I'm saying? It's a promise to pay this amount that we are allowing you to borrow. And people feel like when I got a credit limit of $5,000, they say, oh, I got $5,000 in my account. No. You don't have $5,000. Your account says $125. We're giving you a credit line of $5,000, and if you spend that $5,000, you owe us $7,000. So
that is so gangster, though.
Yeah. So let's just dive in. I got my notes here. You know what I'm saying? Let me help some of these people out here. You know what I'm saying? So different ways and variety of ways to save money. You can jump in at any time, and I'll give a short description of each one. So the number one thing is plan ahead. So do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so you got to plan ahead. Yeah, and what I mean by that, you got to set a realistic goal. Look at your money, look at your finances, look at your bills, look at everything, and make a plan of action, right? Just like in nursing, when we get patients, we have to create a care plan, a plan of action. So if this patient can't do this and that, we need to implement a plan of care on how we're going to care this patient. So this is the same thing. Okay. Now, number 2, have a realistic approach on saving money. See, people feel like when they hear the word save money, they feel like they got to take half their check and put it to the side. You may not be blessed to do that. And people feel like if I can't save a large amount of money at once, I'm not saving any money, right? You know what I mean? I know I thought like that. Okay, number 3, small amounts of money do add up, and it's true. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So if you invest small and over a time period, it will become bigger. It will grow. I don't pay attention to hours. I don't pay attention to like hourly wages to a degree. I look at the overall picture for the year or for the month. I base things off of the month. So if my account says that I've had $4,000 going through this account, I'm successful. I had $4,000 that came through this account some kind of way. That's good because all money adds up. It don't matter if you get it from McDonald's or you get it at Chase or you get it at nursing or you selling cars. If you got a dollar here, dollar here, dollar here, all that stuff add up, right?
Right.
So, okay, another one. And we just talked about this. Credit is not money. I'm going to say it again. Credit is not money. The minute you start thinking that credit is money, you already lost. The number one thing that I notice that people do when they get credit, oh, I'm going to get credit to build my credit. No. Yes, you do have to play the game. You do got to use the credit to build the credit. Absolutely. But then you got to come in with a realistic mindset on that too. Because you need to be building for something. That goes back to my number one thing. You got to have a plan ahead. If your credit score is 600, your plan is to get it to 650 the quickest way you can. And go on Google or go and contact some people. How can I get my credit 50 points up? What do you think I should do? Right? So, okay, another one. Eliminate meaningless bills. I'm going to be on this one for a while. If I was to go through some people's transactions for the month, I can probably pull out an enormous amount of money they can save. People spend money on meaningless things. A lot of meaningless things. I'm going to give an example. So I'll ask people this question, and they think it's a trick question. I ask people, how long are you going to pay for a cell phone? Oh, well, I need a cell phone. Hey, you're not listening to the question. How long are you going to pay for a physical cell phone? Well, what do you mean? Let me explain. So when you go out here and you get these phones, the phones are $1,000 now or more. So when you go out here and you get these phones that are $1,000, $1,200 or more, they add it to your bill. So when your bill is 100, let's say 150.
No, they have those like 24-month payment plans where they're like,
and it's in your bill.
You'll get such and such off.
Mm-hmm.
24 monthly credits on.
But you're paying on the phone.
Yeah, you're buying the phone.
That money
is added to your bill.
That money could be in your pocket. If this phone is let's say this phone is $1,200, and I'm paying my bill, and my bill, let's say, is $156, right? So $100 is going towards that phone. $1,200 a year you're spending on the phone. Well, you could buy a good phone for $200 and put that $1,200 in your account at the end of the year. There goes your $1,000 that you just saved. Easy, right? That's just one bill.
But I won't have the iPhone 13.
We could rebuttal this all day long, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I need people to be smart out here.
Have the new iPhone.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, just like the new thing they do, I think Spectrum does and others, they bundle stuff, right? Oh, you can get phone, internet,
cable,
TV for $99. If you go through the invoice, it's gonna have a breakdown. Do you use a house phone?
No.
So why would you pay $35 for it a month? Just because
I don't know.
Just because they say it. So just because they say that it's
and now my volume's too high, that's good.
so just because they say that it's good that you're saving money, are you really saving money? You're spending money that you don't need on something that you don't even need. 35 simple dollars, but that $35 could be in your account. Saving month after month after month. It turns into hundreds at 12 months.
That he does. Everything turns into hundreds after a certain amount of months, right?
Yes. And then another thing, okay, then I'm almost done with this. So, and then number 7, these are not in order, kind of, but okay. So number 7 is live within your means. Now, I watched the Oprah Winfrey show a long time ago, and she talked about people that were she specifically went after people that made $100,000, and they were all in debt, at least 10,000 or more. And so, and unfortunately, most of them were women. They were married. Most of them were women that was like, well, spending most of the money. And she's like, well, we make $100,000. Why I can't do this and why I can't do this and why I can't do this? But the one factor that she forgot to implement is that that's your gross income. What you take home might be 72,000, and most people were in debt that $30,000 that they don't take credit for because you're getting taxed. Yes, on the W-4 you made 100,000, but what did you take home? You took home 70. So live within your means. I know a lot of people that live in apartments and got six, seven, $800 car notes. Absolutely backwards. $600 for a car note? Do you know how much money you can save a year? That's over $6,000.
Yeah.
Realistically, if you try to save some of that for, will be in your account. Like
Chris with the money breakdown for the night.
Number 7. Learn how to hustle.
Wait, so what would be the title in number 6?
So the title of number 6 was "Live Within Your Means."
Live within your means. And that's the part where you have like the $800 BMW.
Yeah,
right.
like
You can't do that. And you just killing me, killing all of my dreams and all the stuff I want to do.
You can do it, but create it. Live within your means.
I'm joking.
Like people do it all the time, and then they put themselves in this weird hole that they're broke all the time. You know what I mean? Okay, and number 7, learn how to hustle and don't hustle backwards. That says it all. Okay, here's one of my terminologies too. If you're working overtime to pay bills, you are hustling backwards and you're living within your means. Already, you're living above your means.
Okay, yeah.
Because overtime is not mandatory. The first thing a company will do if they want to start saving money is cut out overtime. So if you got that $600, $700 car note and you doing this or doing that off of overtime money, you don't.
You already got to work 60 hours just to pay for this expensive car that you
exactly. And my thing is that realistically,
in the minute the company wants to cut off overtime, nobody gets overtime.
You're dead meat. You're dead meat. You are dead meat. I used to work at Hertz and overtime was mandatory. And when they started cutting off overtime, I used to see these people go in a frantic. Like, oh, man.
They're living off the overtime.
And I'm like, you guys are banking off this overtime for real? Like, you got your whole family and a household off of overtime? When gas could go up to $5 and you're laid off, or to try to save the layoffs, they're going to cut out the overtime.
Gas did go up to $5.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
Like for real. So don't hustle backwards. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I can't specify more on that. Okay. And then let me see. Number 8. Saving money and investing money is 2 different things. People get that misconstrued because saving money, you're saving money to do what you want to do with it. Investing money is creating a way to try to double the money that you invested or 3 times. If it makes sense.
Yeah, I think the principle of that makes sense. I don't know if the expectations are right.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should be investing money expecting to double it. That's not. It happens. Sometimes triple happens and all that stuff. But I think the more realistic point of view, in my perspective, is to aim for like.
Yeah, you can speak on that personally.
Yeah. To aim like in the 10-20% range, and then the like timeline depends too, and compounding and all that stuff. But doubling an investment, probably. I think that's that street logic. Flip it means to double it at least, right?
If you can.
Yeah,
You want to double it. You want to double it, but see, that ain't making you no money. It does, but it don't.
Yeah.
Like you need to, like if you're gonna invest, you need to be making your money back ×2 and living off the money that you invest off of.
I think when you initially go into investment, it should be building up your capital that you're investing with, your principal, what
Mm-hmm.
you're investing with, and picking a reasonable percentage based on that.
And
Like, I mean, reasonable that you could depend on,
mm-hmm.
that'll probably be consistent without the stock market tanking, and it does sometimes. I mean, like recession tank.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And to make money, not to cut you off.
But no, it's everything you're saying though. It's build up your stack of cash. Build up your stack of cash so that it's Uncle Scrooge size, and now the 10% of $1,000,000 is 100,000.
Because people will save money and go, oh, okay, now let me invest this, and you lost.
Yeah.
Because you if you got 20,000, now you want to invest 20,000, you expected them to get they go to double, you expect to get 40, you lost.
Yeah. If you have 100,000 and you can get 10% out of it, that's 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
You got 500,000 is 50,000. So the more you stack up your investment money or your principal, the more you could look forward to it.
And from a
savings account, be like 3%. You gotta work for it too.
and you can further, because you educated me on this too. When you're investing money, you can't be afraid to lose it, right?
Right.
And that's where the game gets different.
Because savings accounts are backed. Nobody's worried about losing their money. Well, not nobody, but most people are worried about losing their money in a crash at the bank.
Yeah.
But if you have your money in investments and it's a crash, it's gonna look bad.
And investment money is built off investing. So you're not losing your own money. See, that's why that gets real tricky, people. So saving money and investing money is two different things.
That is true.
You want to invest money. You invest a small amount of money and keep flipping and reinvest. So when you do lose that money, it was just invested money. It didn't bother and tamper with your original money. Because let's say
I even disagree with that. I think if you're investing, you don't even flip it. I think you just keep it there, like basically forever.
Yeah, well, yeah, and people don't realize that because people want to.
I think at the point you're talking about cashing out on your investments, like you ready to chill and never lift a finger again.
So people need to understand it because some people put that all in the same bubble.
Yeah,
and you will get trapped and railroaded and things like that because you will lose that money. But now you just like you said, you lost your 3% hard-earned money. Now you feeling some kind of way when you should have invested that money and, like you said, kept it in there. If you lost the investments, then it's like, well, that was invested money. So, okay, I only invested 5% of that. It grossed me to 85%. Yeah. So I only originally lost 5%. But when things crash, they'll pull their little percentage.
It'll be 5% in like 30 years ago.
Okay, we can talk about that all day long. Okay, and then let me see. Number 9, the most important thing in my personal opinion, also with number 1, trust the process. I think because people
trust the process. Who says that?
I don't know who says that, but
no, it's not Greek, is it? No, go ahead.
So trust the process. People get discouraged too quickly because everything they want it like this. You know what I'm saying? If I got a $2,000 check, I want to put $1,000 away. But you got bills, you got kids, you got this, you got that. You may not be able to put.
You're talking about like the get rich quick schemes or something?
Well, just in general, because it goes back to, like I said, when people want to save money, they automatically think colossal. You know what I mean? They think the biggest. Like, well, most people are like, oh, let me do overtime, do grind, and I'm gonna put this whole check away. In real life, that will be great. In real life, that would be fantastic. If I could put a whole check away on
That's
ice.
Everybody's dream. That's why everybody be like, is rent due every month? I gotta pay this.
They used to do a rent free for 3-4 months. I never mind.
1 month off. Yeah.
But
the thing that happens more is you get a flat tire, and then the stuff that happens every month builds up, and then some other unexpected thing comes up on top of what you already have to do. You never get to put that check away.
And then just number 2.
Even if you do get a free month of rent, somebody's like, your engine will fall out. I swear. I swear your engine will fall out if you get
don't even talk about my life. Please don't. Knock on some wood and something silly don't happen to me when I leave here. And then number 10, excuse me, last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Repeat 1 through 9. Like, keep the process going. Keep the grind going. If you're able to like like I said, plan ahead, set a realistic goal. I want to save at least $1,000 a month. I mean, I'm sorry, a year. And if you can do that, you are in the 10% of people in America that don't have it.
I have to look up that statistic. That sounds.
My mom is like the queen of money, and she, you know. So really quick, because I don't know how much time be running. I don't want to ramble too much and things like that. So just some really quick ways to get this realistically. You know what? If you can put $25 a check away, because if you get, let's say you get paid bi-weekly, most people do. So if you're able to put $25 away, that's $50. That's $600 at the end of the year. See, just look how small that was.
I wish you had told me you were going to talk about this. I have some spreadsheets exactly for that thing. Like I have spreadsheets that you could put the price, the amount that you want to save for the year, and it'll tell you how much you have to do in a month, and it'll tell you with reasonable investments how much you would have in like 10 years.
No, absolutely. Like, well, you know, and the thing is, like, you know what I mean? Something as small as $25. Because I had a rebuttal, talked about this with Bridget the Gap. So she was giving me some rebuttal just in case. And I was like, well, you know what? Just as low as $25. You should be able to, $25 shouldn't hurt your check. Because guess what? Taxes took more than that from you. Like my mom used to tell me, pay yourself. Because they took your money before you got it. So now when I say pay yourself, don't jump out the window and go and buy yourself a Ferrari that you can't afford. But what I'm saying is that do something for yourself, like legit. Like for myself, I go to the barbershop. I don't even have no hair. I got my beard, you know what I mean? But when I go to the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a haircut. It's a conversation with Raphael, awesome guy. But I get the hot towel treatment. I get a little facial. You know what I mean? He does a little bit more. And for me, that's my peace of mind. That's actually paying myself. Even though it's $25, but it's like, to me, it's like way bigger than the $25 because I actually look forward to doing that. So something as small as that, like, you know, pay yourself. Learn how to pay yourself something. If you like to eat, go have a steak and lobster or whatever. I'm not gonna say go and get a $50 lobster, but you can get a 17. I can't speak on seafood. I don't eat it.
It's an interesting conversation. It would be cool, like, if we could get like some financial advisors to come on.
Definitely, yeah. I'm open. Yeah,
ideas about these things.
And I'm only speaking just for myself because
I mean, you could finances is common sense mostly, but you know, common sense don't always line up with taxes. So taxes is not necessarily common sense, but so we got to see what kind of fits and what doesn't. So it'd be cool to get like.
I speak. It's funny you said the word taxes. I'm give you guys some game for free for now. So it applies for people with children, unfortunately. Not say for you, but unfortunately, if you have a child that you can claim, you get the tax credit.
Okay.
People with kids. People with kids. So look.
You said only people with kids.
Only people with kids.
Okay.
You could do it single, but you're not gonna get a lot of money. So if you want to get $10,000 in a 3-year span, you can, without saving any money. It's just creating patience. So what you do is that you don't file your taxes for 2 years. On the 3rd year, you do a paper e-fax, and then they mail you 3 separate checks.
This is not financial advice.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I've
not.
done it twice.
This is not financial advice.
It's true. My mama bought her first house like that. My mama bought her first house like that. She told me, she said, you know, you don't have to file your taxes every single year. That's the thing that they put in us. Oh, okay. So my bad. Erase that. We can't talk about taxes.
No, we can't say he's giving financial advice.
Oh. Oh, that was it. That just, you know, y'all got to give me like a. Never mind.
Chris stuff Chris can't say.
So it's not financial advice. What you can try to do.
Financial opinion.
Yeah, very opinionated. So yes, if you want to try, you can not file your taxes for 2 years. On the third year, you file. Now you have to be careful. It's a gamble to a degree, and what I mean by gamble, because if you get audited in the first or second year, it's gonna mess up for the third, and they're gonna penalize you and get you, and you won't get all of your money because you might get penalized for something small. Let's say the first year you got audited, and then let's say you don't file the second year, third year, they go like, oh wait, there's an audit here. Oh, it's for $500. Penalty, and that $500 could turn into $4,000. So then now all you got was 5 or 6. So you gotta make sure that when you're file for 2 years. Make sure that you're getting the right numbers when you get your returns. Then you can do it. I've done it twice. You know what I mean? When I did it with Chase, I thought I just knew Fast was gonna come behind me.
Are you supposed to say you did that twice?
I did it twice.
I ain't trying to have the people after you.
No. It's totally legal. Like,
okay.
When I first did it, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave me an envelope like this. Like I was
this is what your mom said. Is that what she's talking about? This is how she got her down payment for her house?
Yeah. See, like so,
I just hope y'all not snitching on yourself. But y'all free, so maybe I'm back and listen to.
Absolutely. Cause look. Because think about the trap. So let's rewind real quick. I don't want to be here too long either. Sorry, people, but let's rewind. Let's talk about the $1,000, right? $1,000 for the year. Mm-hmm. So let's say you don't have that. Why do people get in debt around the holiday season? What are they banking on in January? What are people crying about? Exactly. They already, because they spent their money before they got it. So I'm gonna blow all my money. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because they already banking. And then you start seeing on social media, man, where my things for? Where my money? Where my things? Where my things? Where my things? People is pissed off because they ain't melt them out quick enough because they want their tax money. So just imagine if you had that 1,000 and your bills were in the green.
Wait. I remember being young, yo. 20s. That's when like before like direct deposit was big and all this electronical stuff. Like your check will come in the mail.
Yeah, the little pink one.
I'll be outside at 2:00, just like sitting there, like, cause in my head I had already spent that check. Like I was finna go buy some stuff. I was gonna get some rims from a car. I was gonna do the inside. I did already spend it, so I know what you're talking about.
And so just imagine like when you create a situation that you not tripping off of it. Like one thing that my moms used to tell me and stuff like that, like don't be waiting for that money because you will get disappointed because it's not guaranteed. Anything can happen. And one time I thought, one time I was really, really, really hungry for that money. I stalked the mailbox. Stalked it and it never came. And then a check came and it was like for $17. No, I'm sorry, $4. That's on my Instagram. And something happened. I got audited. And it took about 3-4 years to come. And they just decided, well, he has a decent return coming here, so we'll take this. And I was like, crap. And what I wanted was a car. I needed a car. So I was really anticipating it. And I said, dang, my mom was absolutely, positively correct. Like when you anticipate it, something will happen. So now when tax season comes, which we're in tax season right now, I ain't breaking a sweat. I'm not tripping. Like when it comes, cool. It goes in my secret places where I stash it and it'll sit there. And I'll use it for
That's
whatever.
funny because I heard you talk about that before.
I forgot to put it on here because you do got to create an out of sight, out of mind to a degree because like cash in your hand, literally you will find something to spend it on. It is true.
Yeah, that's true. That goes into what we were talking about how we like just checking our bank accounts all the time.
Yeah,
Seeing what's the negative amount, what's the negative amount.
it's
Yeah.
it's. I almost want to say it's more. I want to feel like it's scientifically proven that the touch and texture of money creates the mindset to spend it. Excuse me. The reason why I'm saying that I used to work armored truck. I've seen millions of dollars, but it was in plastic. It was in bags. So it was like when I handled it, it was like it's just a plastic bag. I didn't feel that texture of the money. I didn't smell the aroma of it. So it was like, oh, whatever. That bag probably was $37,000, and it was
just
like,
heave hoeing them into the truck,
and because think about it, if like why you think like Scrooge McDuck used to be infatuated with swimming in his own money
and $10,000. Oh yeah, and everybody fantasizes about doing that too.
Yeah,
or like putting like $10,000 on your bed and just jumping in the air, falling on your back in it.
So bad, I wanted to take that picture like this. So bad.
I would have. I've been in our group chat like, bro.
So bad, I wanted to so
look
bad.
At Chris
just
look at Chris with the phone money, being basic.
But like Jay,
I hate people.
But like what Jay-Z said, man, money to the ear ain't no money.
That's like girls who get their hair done and it be like to the middle of their back, but it's like a wig, and they all take a picture.
The same pose with the leg up.
That's the same thing that the stack of money picture is. As much as you hate women doing that, that's how I be seeing dudes.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? So I really hope that this was fruitful for somebody, and these are realistic goals that anybody can do, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you really put your mind to it and set a plan, believe in the process, meaning believe in yourself, and have a realistic approach, you can become a thousandaire. Like, it works even better with a family, like a husband and wife. It even works better when there's a husband and wife and children, like, because you can create.
The real question is what that mindset is. Like, you can say those rules over and over, but unless somebody wants to do them, then they're gonna cheat on them. Yeah. Like, or what? Like, not even necessarily your rules, just any set of rules about finances. What the rule is gonna be really is discipline. And so if you don't have the discipline, you're not going to follow the rules. It's the same as like working out. Like, you know how you can get in shape if you go to the gym 6 times a week.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Like,
I didn't go.
You don't even have to. You don't even have to like tell people what to do at the gym. Just go there 6 times a week.
You'll figure it out.
And I promise you'll get in better shape than you are now. Then when you start dialing in into what you like, I want a bigger chest. I want I want bigger legs. Then you gotta say, okay, well, you gotta
see that's
so the whole going to the gym 6 times a day or 6 days a week is the thing that is gonna get people with finances that they don't come to the gym every day.
Yeah, and that's the part that saddens me, because my thing is that, like, how my mind operates is like, why are people handicapped like this? Why do we create these blocks? Why is it like this?
Fancy stuff in the world and people want it. Like, you can't blame them either. Like, marketing is top notch.
Absolutely.
There's commercial. You can't even turn that on without seeing a commercial. You can't watch. Like, you're gonna see a commercial before this video because we want a piece of it. But
no, absolutely. Like, and that's the thing. Like,
I'm joking.
But you got it. But see, that's the thing. Like you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
You got to create. You got to get out of the crab in a bucket mentality. And you gotta think outside the box, like you have to. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
I work on it every day.
And I'm
I don't think we're trying to say like we do this perfectly. We're good at it.
No,
we're just
there's
been times where you were buying something and I was like, Chris. Chris.
Yeah, I would put too much TMI because you're right. Yeah, that was a bad move. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we all do.
And I've been doing.
We all do it to agree, and you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? old saying, "You live and you learn" to a degree. So I feel like people around.
But still, the people who go to the gym 6 days a week and then like for 3 months they only go twice, they're still going to be in better shape than the people who don't go. They only go twice, then they get back on the 6 days. Like you still have to. Finances is like a discipline, like it's a muscle. You have to practice it.
Because my whole thing is like for me, I'll be honest with you. Like I don't want to be like captured in the silliness of the American dream. Like honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you really kind of think about it, if you really open,
I understand. I think you're talking about the idea of the American dream.
like
I'm a person who thinks the American dream is real. I just don't think it's like that picket fence thing that people.
that's true. But see, and I'll use the word unfortunately in this sentence. Being a nurse and going into school, unfortunately, the body starts to naturally deteriorate after 35. So after 35, you're going to start deteriorating. Things are going to start to happen, unfortunately and naturally. So we're talking about the American dream, saying that you put in 30 more years on top of that.
I see what you're saying.
Then we may give you 3-4 grand to just only maybe like what's the average lifespan of living in today's society now? You know what I mean?
Probably close to 80.
I might
It might still be 75.
so it's like, but now that stuff's been pushed back. Like you could
People are living longer.
you
I don't think
you could be like 64, 65 ish, and you got to get a lawyer to get your SSI. Like, why do you have to get a lawyer to get the money?
Wait, how did we get here? How did we get?
Because we're talking about money.
Yeah,
But because I look at money and the longevity in a sense, but my thing is too is that like I try to follow these steps because I don't want to.
All right, this is what happened. We started the conversation talking about we want everybody to be. Well, you said that.
I want everybody
I was
to be
saying,
thousandaires. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
So you're talking about the longevity thing. I'm in my head. I'm not thinking about that.
Okay, so let's
because I'm gonna be a millionaire, right?
There you go.
or else I didn't listen to myself. Right, I didn't listen to what you just said right now.
Okay, so we'll go back
20,
to
that's over 25 years from now. So
yeah.
If I ain't figured it out by then, I did something wrong.
I will say no.
Yeah.
No.
What?
If you're 65, you got 500K in a bank account, you ain't do nothing wrong.
No, I'm saying if I don't have it, if I'm not okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying if you're not a millionaire,
but you're a good thousandaire, I say that is success. How many people got $500,000 accessible?
It's success, but it's not success to me.
But I'm just saying, like
I would be like, yeah, you good. I'm not worried about that person.
Because I'm assuming if you're there with that 500K, I'm assuming some things should be paid off.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the person with 500K in their bank. So
I feel like that's successful. That's success, and that's what I'm saying. Like being a millionaire is great. It's a big number. But if you're a very good, successful thousandaire, like hundreds of thousandaire, you know what I mean? Like you're good. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't have no worries neither.
Right.
Like if you go to the doctor, they say to you that you need.
But look, see the career path you've chosen. You should have more than 500,000 in the next 25 years.
In theory, I hope.
No, not in theory. if you finish your schooling, you do the job that you're gonna do, and you follow these rules that you just laid out, all those things add up to you having more than $500,000 in the bank.
I plan to do that, and my mom, if she comments, she can be like, "No, he's gonna be a millionaire," So she
giving like a little break to the people who aren't gonna. I
want it to be realistic. I want to shine a light everywhere.
Lower in the bar too much. I think you can raise it and still be realistic.
I agree, but if it just like,
and you can't talk to everybody.
That's true. Yeah. You can't talk. Yeah. I'm like, because you can show them the well, but you can't give them the drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
that's why that saying is still around.
It's gonna be around. It's
That's
gonna
why it's not played out yet.
it's gonna be around. People gonna make that relevant until until it just ain't relevant no more. And I don't know when that's gonna be, you know. But I hope somebody or people here learn something. And I'm not trying to beat about that. When I mean that, I'm not saying that in an offensive way. But like I want,
not trying to be an authority.
yeah, I want people to win. I want people to really be able to confidently look at their account, confidently save their money, confidently save their money, and look at doing some things with their money besides paying their bills. Like one of my sayings that I created for myself is, why do people be in a rush to give millionaires their money? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my questions. And what I mean by that, unfortunately, there are millionaires all over the place, like Ford, like Sprint, like T-Mobile, even entertainers and things like that. But I see people break the bank to run and give these millionaires money. Like invest that money. So, I mean, I'm sorry, excuse me. Use that money for yourself. Save that money in yourself. Put that money towards you. Put that in your future. You know what I'm saying? Like, challenge yourself to get 10 grand in your account in a 3-4 year span. You know what I mean? Like you will be feeling great. You know what I'm saying? 10
I'm
grand.
trying to see if I have any challenges about what you're saying. Not necessarily. I keep diverting myself because I'm like I do like material things of some sort.
Yeah, but
I don't go out of my way to get.
Yeah, like plan for it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
I wanted an Apple Watch. I waited like 2 years.
Oh, like I got a Samsung. You know what my cheap butt did? I went over there. I went on the internet and then I looked up open box. So
Oh, you got it off the truck.
So I went in an open box and bought a $400 watch for $120. And then I put the little $4 warranty on it for 2 years. And I was like, I felt like I won one. Buying a $400 watch for 120, or it was taxes, I would say 154 and some change. I won. And this watch ain't disappointed yet. It's still here. Like, you know what I mean?
So, but I'm saying that to say, people are gonna like fancy things. You just have to get them.
Like, learn how
You
to
have to-
get them. We might have a subject
There
on
you go.
that later.
Learn how to get.
Like, learn how to, some things you just have to just pay for. Sometimes.
Only necessities. Things you want, you should be able to wait for.
I agree.
As long as it takes to get them.
No, I agree. Like, people got to learn how to like shop, and see, we're drifting again.
I guess stuff.
I
I really want a Tesla, but it would kill me right now. I'll be paying that $800.
You know what? Speaking of that,
and I got other like my. I'm not at the Tesla step yet, so when I get to the Tesla step, then I might go like a little bit higher than that. So I know it won't.
Only reason, this is my bash with Tesla, and this is my opinion, and there's nothing wrong with anybody.
Oh no! We not finna go on no bashing Tesla. I don't even want to talk about Tesla specifically. That's off topic. Just like Baker combo is off topic right now. It's just like I'm protecting.
We could I could keep the American people here all night. But we gonna wrap this up. We want to wrap this up. You think we good right now?
I'm having fun. We talking to our. This is what we do anyway. We just talking.
No, absolutely. You know, and I really hope that people really took some of this heave about how serious this money is. Money is a serious thing. It's very serious, and money can get you in lots of different ways. You know what I mean? So really, people, be smart, please. Be smart with your money. Be the bank. Like, why I came up with this mindset, I had 12 grand in an account, right? So I was like, I might really need this 12 grand. So I go to the bank, fill out the withdrawal sheet, hand it to them. I show them 2-3 forms of ID, show them a social, ID, and the bank card, and oh, you can only take out 5 grand per day.
Oh yeah.
What? And that infuriated me. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, I don't like banks because banks dictate too many things. What happens if I really needed that 12,000? What happens if somebody was selling a 7-Eleven? They really needed it. And they was like, man, if you just bring me 10 grand cash right now, I'll sign this paper and this store is
That's
yours.
not realistic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
What if your daughter got kidnapped?
And they called you and you're like Liam Neeson?
I'm
Take-
getting the 10 grand. That's all I'm gonna say. It's happening.
No, I'm just saying. I like that example better.
but if
Like
I
if
never-
you was Liam
Liam Neeson and
taking it.
and they were like, bring us 12,000.
And then it's like, and then I need to hit him back. Hey, bro, so you're gonna have to wait. Let me see, five.
Gotta wait
You
3
gotta wait
days
3
because
days.
I get you 5 days.
that's baloney. Like what? Like,
That would
what?
be
Like,
funny.
what is that? Like
New movie idea. I'm pitching that.
Like what?
It's like it's taken.
But if you're poor.
like you. See, that's the problem. I'm trying not to drift too much. I'm starting to drift into another subject matter, but that's the problem I have with banks and things like that. So that's why I created this way to like save my money and put it away where I can get to it. Be in control of your money too. I need to put that in a rule too. Be in control of your money. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Like, is there a comment? Who is this?
Look,
We
go
can
end
the
it.
show.
But
This is what I'm gonna end it with.
and it's not just this.
Message. Because
Randy was
saying, agreed. Kylie Jenner made $1 billion by selling makeup.
Save your money, like-
she has enough money.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna talk about
That message. But
this. Is what I'm gonna say.
and it's gonna be a surprise to you.
I hate the car.
Kardashians now.
Chris used to talk bad about,
The Kardashians, and I would defend them.
but maybe we'll talk about that next
Because it's an actual
topic.
right now.
Okay, yeah,
It's like-
yeah. You know what?
It's about Kim.
Kardashian and Kanye West. She turned me on the whole Kardashian
Family. I'm like,
Forget them.
I'm standing.
I've been standing up for them. Like, man, they all right. But now I'm kind of seeing a trend of things.
It's a trend.
that you've been seeing for years, and I've heard other people talking about it.
Yeah,
But it just hit me with this latest stuff.
yeah.
It just was like, look at that.
I guess maybe because it flowed.
Floated into the realm of stuff that I care about.
I didn't care.
when it was like, somebody gets pregnant by Travis Scott. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Who did
Kim.
Kardashian marry? Oh, Reggie Bush, and his career is a bust. Like, I wasn't into the superstition part of it, where people were saying they date athletes and then the athletes fall off. I was like, I don't care about all that. But
That
now
was hit.
me,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes. Yes. We'll talk about that, and hopefully that doesn't add another 2 weeks to the Jackie ladies.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
it's
adding more time onto.
to that jacket sentence.
Because after next week, they'll only have 2 weeks. Because you gave them 3 weeks.
I gave him 3 weeks.
We
Still need a lady to come up here.
and defend y'all about why y'all shouldn't wear the jacket. 'Cause I guess y'all got it on your shoulder right now. It's hanging off. You
Got one
arm through the sleeve, but you
haven't did.
this yet.
Yeah,
With the other
I'm
arm
that
through-
type. I'm that type to con and get it on you. You know what I'm saying?
Chris would have put it on you like how
I put it on
they
you.
put you
used to put James Brown cape.
Yeah,
on.
like
Hey.
like I put it like
take it,
yeah,
drape it around your
Make sure your sleeves is in. Make sure your arms is in the sleeves.
top the collar.
Yeah,
That's the show
yeah,
is
can't be out here looking sloppy with it. I want y'all to wear it proudly. Take pictures. All that. Like.
See what he tried to do, y'all.
I'm gonna try to do another show.
This week too. I'm
Working on it.
a show, like a solo show without Chris,
Okay. Hey,
called Political Crap.
support it.
PC. You
Cause
get it?
this is you get this guy he dives right into that. That's why with certain conversations I don't even attempt, to go there because like he actually watches it and he's in it. So I don't
Actually,
know what's
yeah.
the word that you called me on 2K when we were playing. Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
I'll be on that. But
Not a full conspiracy.
Conspiracy theorist, but you like dabble in it. You dabble. Like, you're a conspiracy dabbler. Like
Like
you
you-
be like, oh no, we landed on the moon, but
Bigfoot is
real for sure. Like
I never know.
which conspiracy you will agree with. It's always like a coin flip. I never know. I just be guessing.
It's so weird because I don't even know where it comes from. I just be like my mind will and heart will follow, and be like, all right, I'm stuck. This is what I believe, you know, and and I won't move on it.
And Chris is gonna start doing a new show too. So we got this one on Sunday. Chris
And
doing one
how long am I supposed to do this?
forever.
No. I'm saying when I'm supposed to do the new show. I'm assuming in 2-3 months, maybe.
No, like starting next week. We finna you just go do it at home though. And I'll produce you from over here.
We learned something.
I just made this up right now. It's not a plan. I just made.
Make that up. I think it's a good idea.
Wait.
So coming next week, we're bringing things on Barrett's mind.
To America's mind. And he's
Gonna do-
gonna spend 15 minutes with y'all talking about.
I could do that.
Yeah.
So I like some of my good friends. They call me on the phone and stuff like that. They get that easy.
Yes,
know,
you
so-
pick stuff.
That you want to look at and talk about on Instagram. And have like a
What a
Instagram
oh my gosh, what a treat. That's easy money for me. Like, oh wow, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Like, I'm looking at the replay. Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll be getting that up soon. You know, y'all heard it from him first. So that's gonna be up. Anything like that? Any questions or comments or anything that we need to go over really brief, or
Let me check.
Are we kind of good or anything like that? So again, really quick, I appreciate people that are commenting. I appreciate people viewing.
I'm backing you.
up on that comment. Most people don't have $1,000 in their account.
Okay, and also to you, I'm sure this is gonna be up for the week too. I mean, this is gonna be up just like the last one, right? So for people that were unable and things like that, I know you're working Sunday, blah blah blah, all that other good stuff. It's gonna be up. So I appreciate everybody, because most of the people that are tuning in, I do know them personally. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate, where they're hitting me up like, hey, what are you gonna talk about next week? Like, oh, like, why you watched it? Wow, okay, like, cool, like.
Y'all can say y'all was here from the start.
Yes, he's been pushing this for a while. I put it back.
Working on this for
At least a year and a half.
Well, yeah, I was in that nursing program. It was a very
stuff was going
yeah,
on. Pandemic started.
Yeah,
Kinda.
and I'm still in the nursing program, just towards the end of it. So I'm looking. I see the light of the tunnel, and it has created some time opportunities to do this. So, great. And he's been pushing me hard to get this done. So I thank you, for that. So,
You're pushing me to it.
so
You know how it is.
Like,
You try to do.
something, and some weeks you're like, I don't want to do that. But once you start,
You
you gotta keep going. So that's what
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we're late because I was stuck
It wasn't.
at work.
Yeah,
we all had like.
Well, no, but but as a nurse and things like that, like
Oh, you talking about today?
yeah, today,
They don't
like,
know you late.
Yeah,
Y'all know he was.
I was tardy.
You telling on yourself.
I want to be honest with the people. You know what I mean? So we're pushing for 7-ish.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there, 7-ish. So I'm gonna,
7 o'clock on
Sunday.
7.
7 o'clock PST Pacific time.
Okay, yeah. So we're pushing for that. So again, my apologies. Stuck at work, and like when nurses don't come in, you have to be there by law. So, and that's something that we're sworn in to do that, and these buildings have to operate at a certain capacity of staffing. So that's what happened, which is fine. So I know what I signed up for, so no worries on that. So moving forward, I'll be trying to get on here 7-ish, and again, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in and stuff like that. And you could be anywhere in the world with anybody, but you're here with us, so I appreciate that. All that good stuff. So we're wrapping that up, right? Yeah, we're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap it up.
Are we?
Because we don't have no scripts here, so it's kind of like on the fly. Like we're gonna wrap it up and things like that. So yeah, let's wrap it up, man. Because you know what, we did talk about money. We talked about Drake. We talked about relationships, jackets being worn for 3 more weeks, ladies. So I think enough said. And then they might be adding 2 more weeks for the things that you're gonna share next week. I'm excited. I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm gonna leave that for next week and open it up like a gift and be surprised and ecstatic. So I can't wait.
Oh, the Kardashians disappoint me so much. I might go. I might have to rant about him. Might have to rant about him.
Oh well, yeah, you do got something coming up. So yeah, hey, tune in.
All right, I'm Jamal Williams.
Christopher Barris, and this are America's Mine.